Well, at the national level, I mean, the three big things that I promised to do is cross party lines to balance the budget, to simplify the tax code, and reform our immigration laws, all three of which, in my view, will stimulate the economy tremendously. And in the budget, the hardest one of all is reforming Social Security and Medicare. And if we don't do that, young professionals are going to be shouldering a huge burden going forward. Right now, you're looking at a 25% cut in your benefits. So the proposal that I've endorsed, Simpson, Bowles, Domenici, and Rivlin, will make certain that the promises on the table is going to be able we'll be able to keep it without a disproportionate burden on you. Well, I'd say simplifying the tax code, trying to lower overall rates, including the corporate rate. I mean, I don't have a strong disagreement with trying to raise rates on somebody over $1 million, but I don't think wealthy people are shouldering too little of the burden. And I do think that if you can end up by eliminating deductions and exemptions, working with Rob Portman, for example, and others on the Republican side who are trying to do that, I think it would be very, very good for the economy. I think you get, particularly the corporate rate, if you get it down low enough, you could get as much as $1 trillion repatriated back into the United States, and all that money is going to go into the private sector and investment. I do not. This is the federal government. This is a nation state. We have an army. We have a currency. There's no need for it. We've done it. We did it before in the 1990s. And in fact, the one that my opponent is supporting would take spending to 18% of GDP. And those are deep cuts. Now, she says, well, we did it in 2001. First of all, I did it in 2001. I was the one that participated in getting it done, and she objected to a number of the things that we did in 1990 and 1993. But it disregards this growth of the baby boomers. I mean, we're going to add 30 million beneficiaries over the next 18 years, with only adding about 24 million employees. And it's a tax on those workers to pay those beneficiaries. So I do not support it. I think it decreases the flexibility that we need to respond, both economically as well as potentially in national security ways. That's a very good question. Well, I do think the things that I'm talking about at the national level will be very beneficial to young professionals. Secondly, in the past, I believe in partnerships between business and government, and believe in getting things done, building things, accomplishing things. And I think there's a lot that can be done working with the Chamber of Commerce, working with the University of Nebraska, working with businesses that are already here to promote economic growth and create a better environment. And lastly, there's things beyond work. I mean, no way they're saying it other than use my name. That Bob Kerrey bridge that's now named after me was an investment that we made in young people who like to ride bikes and like to take their family out on the weekend. So there's things that we have to build as a part of our community that may not feel directly like we're going to get a job out of it, but they just happen to improve the quality of our life.